Hello everyone, welcome to a World of Warships Blitz video. Today's video is part 3 or number 3 of the top 5 what I would call most comfortable ships to play. You can call them the best ships in the game. This may be contentious being at only number 3, but it is the British Tier 7 Premium Light Cruiser, the Belfast, which I've never seen sold in a bundle. I have no idea if it's available anyway, other than the fact that I got it through the event. I have a suspicion it may be difficult to get because it's actually very, very good. Although in saying that, they put the Roma in the shipyard, so hey, whatever. So here I am. I've got a friendly Fuso. We're going to come up and buddy up with that Fuso so that he knows I've got his back. And what I'm trying to do is make it so that I'm following the destroyer so that that destroyer gets spotted first, but I can provide close support immediately behind, assuming he doesn't do anything crazy, which is always possible with destroyer captains. I know that because sometimes as a destroyer captain I do crazy stuff too. He is turning that Fuso, which means I'm losing my heavy support if I keep going in this direction, so I'm going to have to turn as well, which is going to be a bit of a struggle for our little Mahan there, who has taken a lot of fire. So there you go, shots out on this Fusion, and let's get our guns going. Our Mahan is quite wisely making tracks. That's quite a lot. That's 6 shots dumped directly on that little Fusion, and he is obviously deciding that running that direction is not the thing to do. He's turning around. I'm not sort of surprised he hasn't dropped any smoke. He may of course be firing his long range torpedoes at us, so what we do is let's watch for those suckers. We switch to HE, and the West Virginia is our HE target. We now have 2 ships targeting us, which is some sort of clue that I should probably do something smarter than just sit broadside. 3 ships is a bit of a record. You can see the torpedoes coming in. I've put the ship in fast forward, and hopefully those torpedoes will slide on by. And I have now dropped my smoke. Now this smoke provides me a lot of clearance Now, I think one of the things to say about the Belfast, the reason it's so powerful is because that combination of 2 sonar, a radar, and 3 smoke. Now, if you add David Beatty into the equation, and as you can tell from the number of enemies targeting indicator has 6 cents, I have, because he does amazing things with the smoke screen. The cooldown with the smoke screen means that I'm about 20 seconds. If I use it right, I'm probably something like 20 seconds between smoke screens. So by the time the extended period and the reduced cooldown comes into effect, so what I'm doing here is I'm just heading in so that I don't make myself a particularly broadside target. Now I can start to try and get some distance between myself and those ships behind me. Here's the Fusion. He's gone into a smoke, and we pop the radar, which I'm sure he was absolutely thrilled about. So, but that means that we've got our AP loaded, we get some shots off, and we start to deal with them. Now, the Belfast does have an Edinburgh hull, so it does have the Edinburgh's hit points. It does also have the Edinburgh's lack of flexibility. But because you've got HE, you've actually got a good long-range option against heavy ships. So there isn't the need to do the sort of knife fighting that you do in a Fiji. And in fact you can't, because the Belfast is such a desperately unpopular ship for people to play against, that if they see you out there and you're not smoked up, you pretty soon get targeted. So you can't really get into those knife fight situations like you can with the Fiji or the Leander. In saying that, it doesn't have any torpedoes, doesn't have any secondaries. It's like the Seattle, it's just got main guns. But this ship doesn't need any of that stuff. Now, I have spec'd it for turret rotation as its elite skill, so it's got turret rotation as the first equipment slot and turret rotation as the elite skill. Because if you get a little ship on the wrong side of you, you've got an awful long wait. So basically, because I do use it pretty heavily, because I'm pretty aggressive at times, it means that I do want the capability to switch sides. Now here what we're doing is we're just raining HE down on this Nagato, trying to light some fires, keeping the range open. I've got David Beatty, so I don't actually have to wait for the shells to land to know that I'm being targeted. And when I'm being targeted, I still have 2 smokes left, so we're easily going to just deal with this situation. Smokes on the... shells on the West Virginia, trying to get some fires. But I think it's all the fires he needs. So let's try the Nagato. Now, I still haven't yet used my smoke, because, and that's one of the reasons it's so powerful, because it has all these sensors. It has sonar, it has radar, it has sixth sense. When you put David Beatty in it, it really becomes a very, very, very monstrous ship. And you can sit down and rain incredible fire. So I've had battles where I've had 300 main battery hits out, or 290-ish main battery hits out of the Belfast. So you can do incredible amounts of damage. The individual fire chance is low, but you have got 12 relatively accurate guns that fire every 7.5 seconds. So in that respect, your fire chance pretty soon fills up. So an average game there, because, well, a lot of the enemies were taken down by their by my teammates, but still, it was I just hopped up, had a game in the Belfast, because I wanted to put the Belfast at number 3, and there you go. Have a game, got a good result, had a win. That's the Belfast. It's just an easy, comfortable ship to play. But yeah, there are reasons why I would put it at 3, not at 2. And we'll go into those when we get to number 2, most comfortable ship to play. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed watching that. Thanks for watching, and we'll catch you next time for ship number 2.